Pokémon Unite came out a few weeks ago and it's come under a lot of heavy criticism. So in this video, we're going to investigate if that criticism is warranted and what people need to do to keep themselves safe when it comes to Pokemon and Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite has come under criticism for being more of a pay-to-win game. People took issue with this because this game is targeted towards young children, and making it pay to win just creates a huge unfair advantage for people who have money, which kids don't really have that sort of access. There's a famous clip by Moist Critical where he made this video talking about he felt bad just dominating these kids in this game because he had the financial means to make that happen.
Those crits, oh boy. Yeah, this makes a huge difference. Instant surrender, I don't blame them. They could feel the actual money pouring out of my character. They could literally see $100 bills leaving my character's paws every time I threw out an auto attack.
Pokemon Unite has come under fire because it's introduced a lot of microtransactions, and these microtransactions have created an environment where the game has become pay to win. These microtransactions allow you to progress further in the game and have better weapons for your character to be able to beat the other players. So let's break down what microtransactions are and how they create an advantage in a pay to win scheme. Microtransactions refer to any purchase made during gameplay. Often these are merely cosmetic items such as skins or costumes for your weapons or your character, and other items that don't actually affect gameplay. They are really just a way to express yourself and be able to show the sort of creative expression in your visual progression that you want. Often these microtransactions are purchased using real-world currency that is exchanged into a virtual currency. Often these items are obtained through a loot box mechanic that has come under a lot of controversy for its likeness to gambling and gambling-like behavior. So although these cosmetic items might not affect gameplay, there are some risks and concerns involved either way. In some games though, microtransactions do affect gameplay. A good example is the game FIFA with its mode Ultimate Team. In Ultimate Team, you have to assemble a roster of players. These players are obtained through FIFA packs that you get through mostly real-world money. You can obtain them using FIFA coins that you earn for playing games, but the difference between spending a little bit of money and the amount of coins you get compared to the amount of time it would take you to earn those coins through gameplay is really significant. When microtransactions are more than just cosmetics, they help you progress further in the game faster and give you an unfair advantage over other players. This is where the concept of pay to win really comes in. You're actually paying to improve your character that then leads you to winning competitions and progressing further in the game than players who don't have the financial means. In single player games, this often isn't really a problem because you're not really competing against other players. However, in multiplayer games, this really can make the difference between you winning and losing. Imagine being a player who spends hundreds of hours trying to improve in a game and doing it the right way, only for a whale to come along with a huge wad of cash, and now you have no chance to beat them because they spent more money than you did. Recently, the game World of Warcraft has come under a lot of criticism for these sorts of schemes when it introduced the WoW token, because you were able to exchange the WoW token for gold in the game, which meant that essentially you were able to purchase gold in the game with real cash, making it more of a pay-to-win game. Other examples are Payday 2, where most of the content is locked behind a paywall. Clash of Clans, where you can buy gems to speed up the process of building buildings, which again gives you an unfair advantage over players who don't. And of course, the infamous Star Wars Battlefront, where you were able to purchase weapons that gave you a significant advantage over players who did not. Now that we know what microtransactions and pay-to-win schemes are, let's look if Pokemon Unite falls into that category. Pokemon Unite is a free-to-play multiplayer online battle arena game by Tencent. You have 5 players playing against 5 other players in a battle arena to see who comes out victorious. The game is monetized through cosmetics, battle passes, purchase of characters, gacha pull increases, and purchase of items to boost stats. And microtransactions in many games do make sense from the standpoint of developers needing to earn revenue for their game to be able to make back the investment they put in to develop it. However, when these microtransactions affect gameplay, it becomes a lot more questionable about whether or not these items and these sorts of features should be in games. In Pokémon Unite, each player controls a unique Pokémon which has its own stats and abilities. In other similar types of games like Dota and League of Legends, players spawn into the game and their characters essentially start at ground zero. They have low stats and have to fight other characters or mobs to gain gold and buy upgrades over time. However, in Pokémon Unite, that's not the case. Each player starts with their Pokémon that has 3 items that you select before you start the game. And this is where the problem begins. The items for your characters are easy to obtain by playing the game. However, they have a leveling system behind them that you can use gold or real money to be able to upgrade. Each item can be upgraded to level 30, which increases its potential and its ability. Initially, upgrades only cost 3 item enhancers, which gives the appearance that you can actually fully upgrade your item using materials acquired through gameplay. The later upgrades, though, cost as much as 2,000 item enhancers, making it almost impossible to upgrade your item fully without paying. If you were to play the game without paying, it would take you 498 days worth of daily missions to complete a 3 item set, leveling up each one to level 30. On the other hand, if you were to take the paid route, as beat 'em ups calculate, it takes about $45 to level up one item to level 30. This means for about $135, you can get your 3 item set to level 30. This takes about 5 to 15 minutes compared to 498 days of gameplay. Other than just simply being unfair, the game is actually very well designed to hide that this is how it actually works. As Speed Racing 1 on Reddit pointed out, Tencent has done a good job of hiding the blatant pay-to-win scheme. In order to upgrade items, you must go to the EOS, maybe I said that wrong, Emporium, and then buy item enhancers using 10 tickets. If you do not have tickets, you can exchange gems for an item enhancer at a rate of 1 gem. This can hide the pay to win aspect to players who just joined and also make it confusing to how much money you are actually spending on upgrades, as you first have to buy the gems, then acquire the enhancers, and then use them to level up each item, where the cost of upgrade increases with each level. And we see this often with microtransactions, where the number of virtual currency that you're getting for the real world money you're exchanging, you're spending, let's say just as an example, $5 and you're getting 3,497 coins. Now, when you're in the game using those coins, it's hard to calculate that 1,000 coins, well, how much is that actually worth in real world dollars based on what you purchased it for? So it really distorts the value of money, and it makes it much more difficult for you to be aware of your spending. Once the items are fully upgraded, it gives a huge boost to your character, meaning that your character now has a much better shot of winning the game against the other players. And in MOBA games or multiplayer online battle arena games, this is such a significant advantage that I think it's fair to say Pokémon Unite is absolutely paid to win. And if you're not spending money in the game, you're at such a significant disadvantage. Now, with this game being under the Pokémon label by Nintendo, that's often marketed as a family-friendly environment that is safe for players to play, for younger audiences to engage in, I think this is obviously problematic, and really the community should be speaking out more about these sorts of mechanics finding their way into games targeted towards kids. So what do you think? Do you agree that microtransactions are problematic? What do you think about Pokémon Unite and games marketed towards kids having these sorts of features, including loot boxes in their games? Share your thoughts with me in the comments below. I'll be in there interacting with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and help us get to 25,000 subscribers. If you're looking to get gaming under control or you want to stop for good, head over to gamequitters.com. We have a ton of resources for you, including our Respawn program, and for families, we have a Reclaim program. If you're a mental health professional looking to understand more about gaming and gaming disorder, then head over to intenta.digital, where we have a 15-hour virtual training that you can do at your own pace to be able to better understand the gamer generation and how to best support players with their mental health. My name is Kamadair, and I'll see you in next week's video. Have a great week and take care. All right, peace.